Okay, let's see. D.ark hero. The sequel event to Boomsday. The one we did last week. It's a place where anything can happen at any time. A place where countless dreams are shattered. We call this place the Surface. That's very loud. Is this it? I'm sorry, I couldn't protect you. That's enough. Ooh. However, even in this desolate and despairing place, there exists a glimmer of hope. That's enough of that talk. This isn't over yet. It's you! You're the Nikke troops have been surrounded by raptures. In their moment of desperation, a female figure appears before them. And her name is... the Black Archranger. AKA the one that Trony likes a lot. Let the mission begin. You performed your duties admirably. Leave the rest to me and take a break. Long live the Archrangers. The Black Archranger carves her way through the battlefield with unstoppable power, and single-handedly fends off the Raptor offensive from all directions. The surrounding Raptors fell one by one under her mighty attacks. Enemy down. By the time everything is over, the sun is long set. Is it night? How beautiful. Surrounded by piles of shattered Raptor debris, the Black Archranger looks up at the sky, her dignified posture giving her the true air of a hero. There's no need for such grand proclamations. I merely completed the mission which was assigned to me. More importantly, is everyone alright? Yes, everyone's safe, thanks to you. Good. Can you stand? Glancing at the array of devastated raptors before her, the Nikke lowers her head. Are you scared? A sea of white stars embroiders the night sky. Beneath the open sky, she starts to speak. Whenever my courage wavers, I look up at the sky. Every time I glance at such infinity, I realize that the surface, enigmatic and perilous as it may be, is also full of unfathomable beauty. There is another reason why I've been able to overcome my fear and keep fighting, and it's standing right next to me. Black Archranger reaches out her hand to the mass-produced Nikke. So don't despair and stand up. Lift your head and look at the sky, and see what you're fighting for. What we are fighting for. If you do that, you can overcome any fears you have. Trony, we're here. Huh? Trony? Where's that sound coming from? I'm Black Archranger. What is with this hand? Can I hold it? Did I do something wrong? It's just me, Trony. No need to be so surprised. Eleg? If you do that, you can overcome any fears you have. As a Black Archranger movie plays in the background, the stirring tableau of the valiant figure fighting on the surface slowly recedes, revealing Trony alone in her room with a figurine in one hand and the other grasped by Eleg. As she recites lines from the film, and... Eleg, can we come in now? Now isn't a good time. Exia and Maiden awkwardly glance at Trony and Eleg. How long have you all been watching me? Oh, not long. Let's see, how do those lines go again? The Black Archranger. Let the mission begin. You performed your duties admirably. Leave the rest to me and take a break. Stop. Yamete. Long live the Archrangers. That's a pretty cool movie. You should invite me next time you watch it. Helig, close the door for a moment. Last Will and Testament, revision 429. Here lies Trony, a Nikke affiliated with the Electric Shock Squad, along with fellow Nikkes Eleg, Exia, and Maiden. Trony? It will all end quickly and painlessly. I better get going. I just remembered that I had something to do. Don't worry, this will all be over quickly. Trony, what's that you're holding? Is that a welder? You shouldn't come so close holding that, you know? Trony? You're starting to freak me out, Trony. For a while, screams can be heard from Trony's room. Oh boy. The gaming group. I don't know what role everyone else plays in that MMO that they play, Final Quest, but I know Maiden plays a tank. Maiden plays a tank in the MMO. Well, we can pretty much keep this squad. I received a strange message from Exia this morning. Wake up, noob. The time has come. Exia exhorts me to come over to Trony's room for a co-op mission. The situation seems urgent, so I rush over. Eleg, Exia, and Maiden each have their face buried in a tablet. I'm here. Not now, noob. We're raiding. Black Rose, a little help? You're the only one in our party who can deal any damage right now. You're our last hope. You got it, leave it to me. I, Black Rose, will not let you down. Psych control. That's the spirit. Alright, Boom Guy. When I tell you, all you gotta do is use your special move. And there's gonna be one heck of an explosion. Kaboom! The three of them are completely immersed in the game. And aren't registering a single word that I say. I don't have much else to do, so I go to have a seat nearby and watch. They're in the middle of a raid. Interesting. Perhaps I'm just imagining things. I could swear that something like this had happened before. Phase 1 clear. Hooray! Whew, now I see why no one has defeated this boss yet. We're only in its first phase, and it's already lobbing all these insta-kill attacks at us. We did it, guys. The game that they were playing, Final Quest Online, recently got an update with a DLC featuring a new raid boss. It appears they've all gathered in an attempt to take it down. Elysion, Masalis, and Tetra all working together in harmony. Games are indeed a wonderful thing. Commander, when did you get here? I've been here for a while, actually. Oh, okay. Anyway, you should get ready. Ready for what? You've got to join our raid party. Aren't the three of you enough? No way. I'm a tank, then Exi and Eleg are both DPS. With a combination like that, we'll never make it past the third phase. If we want to clear the final stage, we'll need a dependable healer like you. Ah, so that's why you called me. If we don't have a healer in our party, we can only go so far. Come to think of it, where's Trony? Why isn't she joining you? Oh, Trony. You see that over there? Eleg points to one side of the room. Underneath the desk, on which various Black Arc Ranger merchandise is displayed, there's a large lump wrapped in a blanket. Eh? Did something happen? She's been like that, ever since we saw her imitating the Black Arc Ranger. Hey! Trony's urgent voice sounds from under the blanket. You said you would keep that a secret! Oh, oops. Pretend you didn't hear any of that, Commander. I hate you. I don't see why you're so upset. I thought your impression of the Black Arc Ranger was really cool. Nothing weird about it at all. The blanket rustles as if Trony is kicking her legs. Eleg, if you don't mind. What? Leave Trony to me. I approach Trony, leaving the puzzled Eleg behind. Lifting the blanket ever so slightly, I'm greeted by Trony's beet red face. Commander. All I did was recite a few lines back from the movie. I wasn't impersonating her or anything. I wasn't. Whenever my courage wavers, I look up at the sky. You mean those lines? How did you know? Any commander worth their salt ought to know the Archranger's most famous lines. Those are from the Dark Hero episode, right? Aren't they being re-released as a director's cut? That's right. I've been dying to see it ever since I heard the news. I snagged the DVD as soon as we finished filming our interview. What interview? After we resolved that whole issue with the power outage in the Ark. We've had a deluge of requests from media outlets wanting to interview us. Some of them even got directly in touch with the central government. They're certainly determined. You're telling me. So anyway, Suya and I had to participate. Tried to bow out, but she kept pestering me until I went. Did the filming at least go well? Well, about that. Question. Please introduce yourself. Hello, I'm Eleg from the Electric Shock Squad. And to my left is... Electronic Shock Squad. No, that's not it. Electroni Shock Squad. What's my name again? Troni. A bit short for a self-introduction. Troni, you okay? Electric Squad Shocks... Electroni Sock... Electric... She's gonna be like this for a while, so you'll probably have to do some editing on your end. Are we free to say whatever we want this time as well? Okay, thanks. Did you hear that, Troni? Huh? Even if you make a mistake, they'll edit around it. So you don't have to be nervous. You're free to say whatever comes to mind. Okay, I'll try. We're all able to speak freely here, so go ahead. Good grief, can't this bucket of bolts even spit out her own name? Or is she just gonna blurt out some nonsense all day? Troni hastily ensconces herself back in the blanket. As I'm looking around hastily to find something to change the subject, I notice a calendar next to a clump of mud with a date circled. Clump of mud, huh? Troni, why did you circle this date here? Oh, that's... Troni looks back and forth between the lump of mud and the calendar for a while, then speaks up. Commander, are you free tomorrow by any chance? Why? I mean, if you don't have any spare time, it's okay. I'm more than willing to give you my time, Troni. You are? But why? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how to answer that question. Why are you asking me all this? That's a relief. Without explaining any further, Troni heads over to the others who are waiting for her to join the game. She seems to be in higher spirit. Oh. Seems to be in higher spirits now, so that should be a good thing, right? Kanyo. No, we didn't get to see the other burst animations. Otsukaresama. A few hours later. Side control. There's an insta-kill attack coming up, so watch out. Side control. You've got to get the timing right to dodge properly. If you're having a hard time, just stick behind Black Rose. You got that, T-Roni? Got it. And stop typing out your skills in the chat. Sorry. Don't worry. I did the same thing when I was new. Just follow me and you'll be alright. Okay, thanks. Maiden drops her tablet. Maiden, is everything alright? Can you say that again, Troni? Thanks? Tears start to flow from Maiden's eyes. Oh boy, here we go. I'm so happy that I decided to play this game. What's going on? Black Rose, help! Black Rose! Black Rose? Eh? Black Rose isn't moving. The game isn't important right now. What do you mean? It's not important. Troni thanked me. I'm so touched. Eh? I barely said anything. Can I hug you? You already are. Oh, sorry. My arms moved without me realizing it. Emergency! The tank is gone! Woohoo! Wow! We did it! We finally did it! Eh? Exia, do you see that? Oh my gosh. It's boom! It's really boom! Where the new map should be generated, the logo for Boom is instead running. So that's why the damage meter's been acting so funny? I should have known Ella couldn't help herself. She's gone and installed Boom inside Final Quest. So Final Quest can run Boom. This truly is a god-tier game. Yeah. Maiden, can you put a stop to this, please? I'll try. Boom, boom, boom. Everyone, if you could please concentrate. We've been raiding for the better part of the day. It's only natural that we've started to lose focus. How about we call it a day? I suppose you're right. There's no sense in continuing with things as they are. Fine, we'll take on the last phase another time. I'm sorry, I could have done more. Please, Trony, no apologies necessary. You've only just started playing this game. I'd hardly expect you to be an expert right off the bat. Maiden? Yeah? Could you stop touching her? You're making her uncomfortable. Sorry, but honestly, my hands have a mind of their own. Maiden still has one arm wrapped around Trony's shoulders. Trony has her eyes closed, but is otherwise bearing it with good grace. Seems like it may be difficult to get Maiden to stop this. Anyway, that's enough Final Quest for today. Good job, everyone. Otsukaresama. Otsukaresama deshita. So that's it then. Excuse me? We're not done here. Now we've got to play some Boom. Huh? She's right, Commander. We're just starting, so if you could sit back, that'd be great. No one seems to have any intention of getting up from their seats. Okay. After Final Quest Online, we progressed to a series of different games. Boom, Dragon Dungeon, Combat Ace, and more from different genres. Currently, we are immersed in the fighting game Iron Punch. Dang it. You've got to do better than that, Maiden. I'm trying my best. There must be some kind of bug in the game. That would explain why Ella isn't losing any health. I think it's just because she's good at avoiding attacks. That's impossible. How about I try and play hands-free? Honestly, though, I think I'd still win. Hmm? No, you don't have to do that. Let's go again. It's time to get serious. If I could proffer one piece of advice, Maiden. Smashing the buttons blindly won't activate any of the special moves. I know that. Although it seems like some are enjoying the game more than others, the fact that all four of them are getting along brings a smile to my face. A few hours later... Helig, how about going a little easy on her? I was thinking the same thing. No! Don't go easy on me. I knew you wouldn't want me to, so I haven't been. I'm getting tired of this game, though. You want to swap, Trony? No. What? We're not done here. I want one more rematch. You've been saying that for the last 2 hours. Last round for real this time. Probably. Who's calling me? Ah, it's the boss. Can I answer this? Go ahead. Excuse me for a moment. Yes, boss? No, I'm not playing games again. Yeah? Sorry? Right now? Okay, I'll be right there. Maine hangs up the phone. What's wrong? I think I've gotta go. It's getting late anyway. How about we turn in for the day? Yeah, I think that'd be good. You're leaving already? Aw, don't worry. We'll see you again soon. Of course. We've still got one raid left for us to clear. Say it with me now, guys. Our fight is just beginning. Our fight is just beginning. Just beginning. Just beginning. Just beginning. Wait, Maiden, didn't our fight finish already? Filled with anticipation for the day ahead, the gamers finally call it a day for now. The Gamer Squad. Gyato. Oh, I want Eleg's burst. Oh, that's a weird bug.
また勝ってしまった。なるべく組織の目につかないようにしたかったのだが。
It's quiet now. Was it always this quiet? Trony turns on the radio while scratching her head. On the radio, an interview with Eleg and Trony's playing. You recently resolved the power outage issue in the Ark, isn't that so? That's right. Trony is a specialist when it comes to both electricity and electronics. Thanks to her, not only were we able to resolve the power outage, but we did it with a boom. Do you really think I'm a specialist? Is that the last we've seen of these power outages? We believe so, as long as the converter we invented is in play. Any outages should be a thing of the past. However, power may temporarily be down whenever we have to inspect the converter. So if there comes a time when your power goes out, don't panic. Stay calm, hang tight until we finish examining the converter and everything will be fine. So this incident highlights once again that you two have played a large part behind the scenes in ensuring the Ark runs smoothly. Some citizens have even taken to hailing you two as silent heroes. Is there anything you would like to say to your admirers out there? How about you first, Trony? Trony begins to have terrifying flashbacks of the traumatic event. And quickly turns off the radio. A deafening noise rings out in her mind. Inside the crimson-colored room, dozens of eyes are trained on Trony. Their gaze is penetrating and merciless, as if they're asking, are you actually a hero? A hero. Hero. Trony? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Are you sure? I'm just a little tired, that's all. Well, you have been pushing yourself awfully hard recently. What with filming all these promos and interviews. And that's on top of all the power source research you've been doing. Speaking of which, you've been going to the lab pretty much every day, haven't you? Yeah, I have. Here, I want you to have this. Eleg hands Trony a movie ticket. Wait, is this? It's a ticket for the premiere of the Black Ark Ranger movie. Tomorrow is your first day off in ages. Why don't you go treat yourself to a movie? I was planning on just taking a short break in the morning before going to the lab. No, you should take advantage of your time off and get some proper R&R. But then you'll be here on your own. And? I'll get in a nice boom session while you're not here. Hehe. Is that all you ever... Anyway, I'll be taking it easy tomorrow, so don't you worry your pretty little head. Oh, by the way, you said you'd finish that report I was asking about, right? Yeah, I'll bring it to you later. Thanks, I'll give it a once-over tomorrow. Alright. Just don't work too hard. Trony begrudgingly accepts the movie ticket. How come there too? I knew you'd turn around halfway to the theater and make some excuse about it being crowded or something silly. So please get the commander to tag along and make sure you actually turn up. Okay, fine, I'll go. Have a good time then. Thank you for thinking of me. Hold on, you just said commander's coming with me? Slump. Eleg catches Trony as she limply falls from her chair. Hey, are you okay? Sorry, I just imagined asking the commander to see a movie together and got a bit lightheaded. Could you ask him for me by any chance? Okay, fine, I'll do it.
Shikikan, 始める前にお菓子を一口だけ。ちょっと整理するから置いてかないでね。しばし。ゲームクリア。お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様. The next day, At the Electric Shock Squad's laboratory, Elleg is staring at the heading of a report.
Get some help!
Get some help. Special Entity, Material H. I might just be able to glean some clues from this. Guess I should just dive in. After taking a deep breath, Elleg begins to read the report. As she turns the pages, her expression gradually darkens. By the time she reaches the last page, her voice is trembling as she reads aloud. Evaluation of the particular entity Material H by Mana. Material H possesses a structure and form that is strikingly similar to that of the Ark, and appears to have been created by raptors. In fact, one could even venture to deem it a miniature version of the Ark. Material H generates energy by assimilating Nikkes, which is remarkably similar to how first-generation raptors reinforced their power sources, via assimilating organic matter. In conclusion, it is increasingly clear that other forces beside us know about the true nature of how this power source functions. This is no good. We already knew that there had to be others who knew about all this, besides Trony and I. So why am I so shaken up? I can't. Elleg tightly grips the table in an effort to steady her trembling hands. After taking a few deep breaths, her shaking finally ceases. Can't afford to be frightened like this. I've got too much to do. That's right. There's much to be done. Ether? Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time I've shown up unannounced. You're not feeling uneasy about anything, are you? Who, me? Uneasy? No way. Your acting skills leave much to be desired. I'm just messing with you. I merely came to check on the progress of the latest task MMR assigned us. So relax, or else I might misinterpret as you being suspicious of me. Okay. So when do you think the equipment will be ready? Should be able to be delivered next week. I'll let you know as soon as it's finished. That's a relief. What's that supposed to mean? I'm merely suggesting that you're doing a commendable job with the tasks assigned to you. Of course, you shouldn't expect anything less from us. Good. So long as you can keep it up in the future. Come again? The top brass are keeping an eye on you, you know. They're paying close attention as to whether the Electric Shock Squad is doing well. Is that so? It's a little overwhelming if I'm being honest. You know how Trony and I hate being in the spotlight. That hardly sounds like the words for a pair of heroes. At any rate, your primary goal is to ensure that the Ark remains operational. I trust that you'll do everything in your power to make that happen. You know as well as I do that there's nothing the higher-ups aren't willing to do for the sake of the Ark's survival. I know it all too well. Good. Well then, keep up the good work. I hope that report is making for a good reading. After Ether leaves, Elleg warily sits down. What have we gotten ourselves into, Trony? Meanwhile, in one of the Ark's back alleys... Is everything okay, my friend? Just say the word and I can take over. I don't understand. Fine, I'll go over it again. We received orders from a senior official in the central government. There are individuals inside the Ark that are planning a terrorist attack as we speak. A directive has been issued for the extrinsic squad to secure the targets and hand them over to MMR-affiliated central government forces as soon as possible. I have a proposition. How about I handle this mission solo? I see no reason for Maiden to join. I can see this job through myself. Boss, are we sure that Electric Shock is the one behind this conspiracy? We're positive. Elleg and Trony are your next targets. You sit here and hang tight. I'll take care of this. Be right back. No. I'm taking charge of this operation. I need to. You shouldn't punish yourself unduly. Guillotine. Please. Very well. However, if anything happens, I will intervene. That's the one thing I cannot and will not compromise on. Alright, thank you. Ruh-roh.
また血の雨が降りそうだ。 テリーが切れた。バッテリーオーバーロード。修理完了。
無病。
ゲームクリア。お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様. Trony and I have agreed to meet at the square, and so I am on my way there. Once I arrive, I can see Trony sitting on a bench, staring blankly at a billboard, which is relaying a broadcast featuring the Electric Shock Squad. Morning. Hey, Commander. You're becoming quite the celebrity with all these TV appearances. Yeah. Hope nobody recognizes me. Just in case, though, I've been practicing my autograph. That's cute. Trony and I watched the broadcast for a while. For some reason, there doesn't appear to be any footage of Trony. Maybe a while until Trony is being arranged for autographs. How come they're only showing footage of Alec? Did you want to go see a movie today? Why don't we head to the theater? Oh, sure. Before we do that, could you help me with something? What is it? Do you remember before when you asked me why I'd circled the date on the calendar? Sure. That's the day I first joined the Electric Shock Squad. It was also the first time I ever met Alec. Alec has been doing so much for me all these years, and so I wanted to give her something for once. I was trying to think of what to give her as a present, but then I realized I've never actually given a gift to anyone before. So I was hoping I could get some suggestions from you. I'd be happy to help. You have any general ideas on what to get her? Alec is all about Boom, so I was thinking about maybe something related to that. A Boom guy plushie, maybe? Would that be weird? Well, I think she'd love that. How about we head to the shopping center and check out the gaming store? Shopping center? Oh boy, let me take a few deep breaths. Could you give me a few days to prepare mentally? Come on, let's go. I drag the reluctant Trony with me to get to the shopping center. At the gaming store, Trony is cowering in a corner, hiding from all the other people. Trony, you'll never be able to choose a gift you say huddled in the corner. But... Hello, is there something you're looking for? No, I remembered it all. That traumatic interview, the panic of being bombarded with questions, the humiliation of not being able to string words together and being sent to the orphanage. Is everything alright, miss? Just pretend you didn't hear that. Do you happen to have any Boom-related products? Sorry, but Alec recently cleared us out, so we're all out of stock. Ah, I see. Thank you anyway. Sure thing, if you need anything else, let me know. Store clerk leaves to help another customer. What should we do now? Alec is an avid gamer, so how about we get her some gaming peripherals? I don't know. She's already got everything she could possibly need thanks to all the devices our squad has made. Right, I forgot you both are skilled inventors. Is there something else Alec likes besides Boom? I'm not sure. It's kind of pathetic when you think about it. What do you mean? Alec understands me more than I understand myself. But I know next to nothing about her. Hold on, what time is it? Oh my gosh, it's nearly time for the movie premiere. You're right, we'll figure out a gift after the movie. Alright. Time to drag me to the movie theater. Okay. Soon after, at the theater. Despite the fact that it's the grand premiere, there is a surprising lack of spectators. Even though I've seen all the episodes before, I'm still excited to see them in a new format. Shh. Sorry. Even though the movie hasn't started, Trony has both hands tightly clasped together and her eyes glued to the screen. Soon after, the movie begins. Arkhero. As the title sequence flashes across the screen, Trony's eyes sparkle. After that, random snippets of fight scenes featuring the Black Ark Ranger illuminate the big screen. Long live the Ark Rangers! Ooh. Next to me and Trony, there's another moviegoer who can't be clearly made out. I merely completed the mission which was assigned to me. All the help I gave you tonight will only be known by you, me, and the dark sky above us. Woo! Ah, what a hero. Each time the Black Ark Ranger utters a famous line, both Trony and the mystery moviegoer have the same enthusiastic reaction. After a while, the movie reaches its conclusion. The Black Ark Ranger is so incredible. Both Trony and the moviegoer adjacent to us were engrossed to the very end. Absolutely. What an incredible experience. Even as the credits run, they're still not fully over. Eh? This movie is always a blast to take in. The Black Ark Ranger? Nani? Black Ark Ranger herself. Kandio. Hex, Trony, it's been a while. Oh, Black Ark Ranger? That's me. Did you enjoy the movie? How did you know our names? You both came to my fan meet and greet at the Ark Gaming Expo. Commander. Yeah? I can officially die and rest in peace now. If you would, please pass my last will and testament, revision number 430, onto Eleg. Droop. A dumbfounded Trony slumps from her chair, and I manage to catch her before she hits the floor. You can't die. You can't die yet. You still need to decide on a gift for Eleg. Oh, right. Trony, I heard you and Eleg got the Ark out of quite the pickle. Oh, that was nothing compared to what you do. All we did was repair a converter and restore the power. Nothing worth praising, really. The Ark fell into darkness. The glimmer of hope amongst the citizens would likewise be snuffed out. You kept that hope alive. If that isn't worthy of being deemed a hero, then what is? I must express my heartfelt gratitude to you. I kept hope alive? No. I'm no hero, not like you. Everyone says I am, but I'm not the gallant figure they make me out to be. Trony averts her gaze as she ruthlessly puts herself down. You're not like me, you say? Tell me then, what kind of hero am I exactly? You save people, and you've rescued the Ark from the brink of catastrophe countless times. Is that so? Do you have a moment? Well, I do need to pick out a gift for Eleg. It won't take too much of your time, I promise. We find ourselves walking around the Ark with the Black Ark Ranger, performing various small acts of kindness, helping the elderly cross the street, playing with children. Thanks to these small displays of kindness, each area we visit is soon filled with laughter. That's enough for today, I think. We can end our patrol here. Well done, you two. Do you usually patrol around like this? If I have time. The unfortunate thing is that I typically don't have time to spare. Pretty busy, so I can imagine. True. I hope the Black Ark Ranger becomes a recruitable unit someday. However, seeing everyone smile is the greatest reward I could ask for. It does make you feel good. Then let me ask you again, Trony. What kind of hero am I? Do I spend every waking moment saving people's lives and averting catastrophes? Or am I simply someone who, as we just saw, performs small acts of service? Trony, a hero is someone who fully embodies their own beliefs, instead of living their life according to the expectations of others. Living by your own code and principles is what makes a true hero. You don't have to be exactly like me. You don't have to be this majestic figure that people envision you as. It's not important how other people see you. You need to define for yourself what justice means to you. You have to figure out for yourself what kind of hero you want to be, and what principles you want to follow. What principles I want to follow. I know this all sounds very dramatic and lofty, but I'm just cribbing from a speech that Red gave me way back, which made me end up joining the Ark Rangers. At the time, I thought I'd become a hero capable of empowering others, like Red. I'm not used to talking this much. Anyway, I think I've made my point, so I'll say goodbye here. There's something I wanted to say. What's that? You are that kind of hero. You do empower others. Never mind. I don't know what Thank you. Let's part ways here. Hopefully, we'll have a chance to meet again in the future. With that, the Black Ark Ranger turns and leaves. Trony waves goodbye for a long time as a figure of the Black Arc Ranger slowly fades into the distance. Suddenly, I remember something. Trony, about the gift. Even if it's not something you'd necessarily think Ellig would want. As long as you put your heart into it, it'll be enough. There's a thought that counts. I see. I understand what you're saying. Sorry, but may I excuse myself? I've decided on what to get her. Of course, let me know what she thinks of it. I will. Oh, and thank you for today. As I watched Trony leave, the Black Arc Ranger's words echo in my mind. Think about that for a long time. Should I go back and give that movie another watch? That night, Trony's room. As she hums the Arc Ranger's theme song, Trony is hard at work making a gift for Ellig, that she's bound to love. A custom boom-themed gamepad. Unlike anything that can be found in the Ark, that should do it. After inspecting the completed gamepad, Trony turns to look at the clay figurine on her desk which Ellig made for her. She fashioned it into the shape of the Black Arc Ranger in an effort to encourage Trony to come out of her room a while back. Trony treasures it more than anything, and as she looks at the precious figurine, she mumbles under her breath, I hope she likes it. Carrying this simple wish in her heart, Trony waits for Ellig's return. However, she's waiting in vain, for on that very same day, Ellig went missing. The Extrinsic Squad. A group of Nikkes that was created to suppress or eliminate other Nikkes who become irregulars. Squad whose very existence is shrouded in mystery. Due to all the cloak and dagger measures, Maiden has never felt a sense of belonging. Hey Maiden, why'd you have us meet in such a creepy place? Are you getting back at me for yesterday? Hey, you don't look so good. Did something bad happen? Yeah, something bad has happened. Maiden has always yearned for a sense of belonging. To find a place where she could make friends and embrace her true self. That's why, Maiden, you're now officially part of the team. She accepted Exia's offer with such fervor. That's why, Maiden, was it? Nice to meet you. Don't just stand there. Trony, say hi. Hi, nice to meet you. She opened up to Ellig, Exia, and Trony. Ellig, meeting you has brought me so much joy. I hope you know that. But why? Maiden shakes her head with distress and pulls out her phone. Boss, it's Maiden. Requesting authorization to remove the mask. Yes, target has been secured. Yeah. I'm carrying out the directive now. Maiden takes off her mask. Maiden, are you crying? Is everything okay? Freeze. Just as Ellig reaches out to wipe the tears from Maiden's face, she freezes mid-movement. For the first time in Maiden's life, someone saw her take her mask off and wasn't afraid. And how does she repay them? By using her powers against them. I hope that you would be scared of me like all the others. Target has been restrained. Transferring to the designated coordinates now. Kanryo.
Hmm. また勝ってしまった。なるべく組織の目につかないようにしたかったのだが。指揮官、始める前にお菓子を一口だけ。
おかしい？
バッテリーが切れた。私、ちょっとかっこよかったかも。
Trony fiddles with her phone nervously. Despite waiting all night, there was still no sign of Ellig, and unlike before, she can't be reached at all. This has never happened before. I hope Eleg's doing okay. Just then, footsteps could be heard out in the hallway. Eleg? Filled with anticipation, Trony bolts up from her seat. However, the person who comes through the doorway is not Eleg. Sorry to disappoint you. I know you'd rather see Eleg right now. Instead, Ether enters the room, looking wary as always. I should have figured that your dormitory would be just as much of a pigsty as your lab. I can see now why Suyun is always moaning about cleanliness, or rather, the lack thereof. What are you doing here? I'm here to give you information. Information I'm sure you're eager to know. Eleg's whereabouts. Caught your interest, have I? Do you know where Eleg is? I do. Then tell me where she is. But it might be rather shocking to hear. Are you sure? What are you talking about? You know, Trony, that's the thing about confidential documents. They usually contain information that isn't meant to be seen by just anyone. And becoming privy to such information could put you in harm's way. One of the higher-ups noticed you two meddling with MMR's Material H report. And now they know that you and Eleg are aware of the truth behind the Ark's power source. I don't understand. That's why Eleg was apprehended. Orders came down yesterday from the central government to MMR. We're to capture both you and Eleg, as you two are orchestrating a terrorist attack. Huh? As Trony begins to step back, Ether raises both of her hands in the air. Oh, don't misunderstand me. I didn't come here to take you in, quite the opposite actually. I came here to give you a chance. Ether approaches Trony with an equivocal smile. You have two options. The first is to say that Eleg is the sole individual responsible for planning the attack, and that you didn't know anything about it. If you do that, I'll be sure to do whatever I can to clear your name. After that, it's quite simple. You forget everything you know about the power source, and simply work hard to keep things going just as they are. Naturally, in order to maintain your image as a heroic figure, you won't be able to associate with Eleg ever again. If you want these charges against you to be lifted, that's a sacrifice you'll have to be willing to make. What's the other option? Here. Ether hands over a note. These are the coordinates where Eleg is being held. They're scheduled to begin interrogating her later today. As soon as that's finished, she will be disposed of. The second option is that you personally attempt to go and rescue Eleg yourself, but you don't have much time. If you get caught, your memory will be wiped, or you'll be disposed of as well. Of course, even if you do manage to rescue Eleg, both of you will forever be fugitives on the run. There's not much time, Trony. Make your choice. Show me what you can do. Can you do that for me? Ether.
少しばかり暴れさせてもらおうか。修理完了。
完了。
作業完了。やった。一斉射撃。私が撃たなくてもバレませんよね。
バレバレ。
うんざりする。何か聞こえました？
I receive a message from Exia. Noob, we've got a problem. どうしたの? Eleg and Trony were supposed to come over for a raid an hour ago, but I can't reach either of them. Can you try? Alright, give me a second. Try to call Eleg, Trony, and Maiden, but none of them pick up. Now that I think about it, Trony never let me know how it went with her giving Eleg her gift. Something isn't right. What happened? No one's answering my calls. What? What's going on here? I share Exia's worry that something nefarious might be going on. We should head over to Electric Shock's dormitory to investigate. When we arrive at the dormitory, all the doors are mysteriously wide open. I hear sound from Trony's room. It's you. What do you mean? Trony? I cautiously head inside Trony's room. Welcome in, Crimsy. Inside, Ether is examining the Black Archranger figurine. Ether? What are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing, number 7. Ether puts down the figurine she's holding and approaches me. Who did you come to see? Trony? Eleg? Both? Answer my question. Let me give you a little piece of advice. Don't get yourself mixed up with those two. What happened to them? So you don't know? Alright, let me fill you in. Eleg and Trony were planning a terrorist attack. As a result, the higher-ups at MMR have ordered us to arrest both Electric Shock members and have their memories wiped. What? More accurately, just one will have their memory wiped. The other will be disposed as an example to the rest. The top brass want to mitigate any and all potential risks within the Ark. There's no way either of those two were planning an attack. You seem to trust them quite a bit. Yes, it's just as you said. They had no part in any purported terrorist attack. No, their crime was of another nature. Would you like to know what it was they did? By now, Ether has come uncomfortably close and is scrutinizing my expression with much intensity. Not interested. All I want to know is where they are. You're no fun. Let me guess, you intend on saving them, is that it? Even for you, associating with those two can only end poorly. I walk past Ether towards the table where various Black Ark Rangers' memorabilia is displayed. In the middle of the table is a customized Boom gamepad. This must have been the gift Trony intended to give to Eleg. I reach out for the gamepad. Trony wanted to give Eleg a gift, and I'm gonna make sure that she gets it. I figured you would go that route. It's a good thing I prepared another copy. Ether tosses me a folded up note that once opened reveals a set of coordinates. Is this where? Yes, Eleg is being held there. Trony rushed out not too long ago intent on rescuing her. You should get a move on. What's your game here, Ether? Ether waves her hand nonchalantly, signaling that she doesn't intend on elaborating, then heads outside. Noob. Noob. If you're getting these, please respond. Exia? Ah, you can hear me. Good. I overheard everything you and Ether just said. Let's go get Eleg and Trony. If you heard everything, you should know that you shouldn't get involved in this. But you said all you're doing is helping deliver Trony's gift to Eleg. Well, it's the same for me. I'm the party leader, so I've got to do my due diligence and round up my party members who didn't show up for a raid. That raid isn't gonna clear itself, you know. I'll lead the way. Alright, it's all yours. Operator Exia is on the case. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Oh yeah, she used to be an operator, right? This is all. Bada. After following Exia's directions, which lead me to a deserted alleyway, I see a few androids standing guard. Noob, you see that building at the end of the alleyway? That's where the coordinates are leading. Those guards look like they mean business. Is there any way to enter the building without being noticed? If I may, I'd like to make a suggestion. We could use a cardboard box. Naruhodo. How very snake-like of you. Haven't you ever played a stealth game before? If you hide inside the box and move whenever the guards aren't looking, you'll be able to sneak past unnoticed. There just so happens to be a discarded box near me. I'll have to see if I even fit in this thing. You open the box, wondering if I'll be able to squeeze into it. When I'm greeted by the sight of Trony inside. Sorry, but could you please close the box? Huh? Commander, what are you... Wow, I never thought anyone would actually try that. Exia? We've come to help. You have... I give Trony the gamepad. What's going on? You still have a gift to give. Also, I don't want to hear anything about how it's dangerous for me to get mixed up in this. Noob and I have already discussed it and come to an agreement. Aren't you going to take it? As Trony climbs out of the box, she takes the gamepad from me. Thank you. I'll be sure to give this to her. That's the spirit. Now, back to the topic at hand. I'm wondering if there's any way we can distract the guards. Exia, would hacking be possible by any chance? It sure would be. In fact, while you were deliberating whether or not to get in that box, I took it upon myself to do a bit of research. Once I hack into those surveillance androids, they should be offline for about 10 seconds, after which they'll recover. I hope you two got your running shoes on. You ready, Trony? Ready. Alright, hacking into the enemy system now. Done. It's game time. With Exia's help, we enter the building undetected and unscathed. That's stage 1 cleared. Now moving on to stage 2. Number 1 thing is not get detected by any enemies. Yeah, last thing we want is get surrounded in a place like this. On top of that, the guards inside the building are human. They're known for shooting first and asking questions later. Exercise extreme caution. We will. I've had a look at the security camera footage along with the building blueprints. This place seems to be a deserted MMR facility. I'll guide you to the points where Eleg is most likely being held. Before that, could you wait a moment? Trony holds up the gamepad. Left, right, A, B. There we go. After Trony presses a few buttons, all the lights in the building go out. What kind of gamepad is that anyway? It's a function I incorporated in case I was ever too lazy to get up and turn off the lights while playing a game. Even on the small operator screen, Exia's excitement is palpable. She's nearly vibrating. That's gotta be the most impressive gamepad of all time! I was wrong for talking smack about Messilas before. What other function does it have? It can install Boom on any nearby electronic devices. It also pairs with them automatically. So, could you tell us where to go? Oh, sorry, I got a bit carried away thinking about the gamepad. Alright, let's do this. Stage 2, we're coming for you. Damn, that's like ultimate lazy. And turn off the lights without even getting up. I mean, I guess that's basically just like the clap lights or whatever. It's just clap on, clap off. Clap on, clap off. The clapper. Fuck, what was that from? That was from some movie or something. I don't remember what it was from. Movie or show or something. Meanwhile, after a long and grueling interrogation, Eleg is slumped in the corner of her room, exhausted and alone. What's gonna happen to me? Whatever this is, I hope this all ends with me. At that moment, the locked door is open. Eleg, I'm coming in. Maiden cautiously enters. Maiden? Thought the interrogation was over. Or have you come to finish the job? No. I just wanted to talk to you. Is that okay? You wanted to talk with me? If you're not up to it, I understand, but do as you please. It's a bit dirty, but if you look hard enough, there should be a spot where you can sit. Feels a bit strange for me to be playing host. Alright. Maiden crouches down next to Eleg, and an awkward silence descends between them for a while. It is Eleg who breaks the silence. Well, what do you want to talk about? Ah, yes, right. I heard what you said during the interrogation. How the planned attack in the Ark was all you're doing. That's right. I'm a heinous criminal. You ought to be careful. Nothing good will come of associating with me. Even Trony, who had nothing to do with any of this, was mistaken as a co-conspirator. Eleg, it's just you and me right now. I asked the other guy to give us a few moments alone before it's all over. You can tell me the truth, please. If you're honest with me, I might be able to help somehow. I just told you. Associating with me will only bring misfortune on yourself. Unless you want to be accused of being a terrorist too. This is for the best. I can take the responsibility for everything and exonerate Trony of all these trumped up charges. Surely there's a better way. There has to be. I don't know what's going on right now, but one thing I'm sure of is that you're no terrorist. It's not too late to come clean and explain that this has all been one colossal mix-up. Even if I did that, it wouldn't change anything. are you talking about? For one thing, you wouldn't be sent to the scrapyard. Maiden is practically screaming, but Ellie only closes her eyes. Sorry. I don't want you to get involved. What do you mean? Despite her best attempts, Maiden is unable to get through to Ellie, and vice versa. Suddenly, there is an unmistakable sound of an explosion outside, which sounds oddly like an 8-bit. Ellie knows what it is as soon as it reaches her ears. It's a sound effect from Boom. Trony? Bum 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 bum. Very thang and thangs. A lot showing in that swimsuit. Trony proceeds to use various functions she incorporated into the gamepad, activating the sprinkler system. This is a feature I added in case it gets hot while gaming. Disrupting all communications. In case Suyin tries to call us while we're in the middle of a good game. Nice. Remotely installing Boom instantaneously. With these different functions, Trony distracts the central government troops enough so that we can move through the facility unimpeded. Exia, can you get us through this door? Sure thing. Fortunately, I'm skilled at picking locks. Exia unlocks multiple sealed doors and guides us to areas where there are no sentries present. Enter the right hallway and go up the stairs. Wow, it's cleaner in here than I thought it'd be. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Exia expertly fulfills her role as an operator, helping us locate the shortest and most effective route. With the aid of both Trony and Exia, all of us are able to safely reach our destination. Stage 2 cleared. All we have to do is pass through this hallway and we'll reach the room where Ellig is being held. Let's get a move on. Roger. Just a second, Commander. What? Look over there. Trony is pointing at the opposite end of the darkened hallway. Maiden. Maiden stands opposite us with her head bowed low. How did you know? It appears the extrinsic squad is involved in this somehow as well. You here to rescue Ellig too? You're all here for Ellig? Maiden mutters to herself as she slowly lifts up her head. She's not wearing her mask. Oh, Trony, get back. Target secured. Deploying Kotodama as ordered. Maiden? Trony, due to Ellig's testimony, charges against you have been dropped. However, the order issued to me has not been rescinded yet. What are you saying? I'm warning you. If you come any closer, I'll have no choice but to arrest you. If you stop now, you can remain a hero. So please, don't come any closer. Let me handle this, Trony. I'll talk to her. Trony lowers her head. No, Commander. Running away won't change anything. Trony takes a step towards one friend, in order to save another. Maiden. When I was young, people often asked us about our dreams. Some of them say that they want to be doctors who save lives. Others proclaim they want to be a hero who saves the day, like the Ark Rangers. As for me, my answer is always the same. I would answer while looking up towards the sky above me. My dream is to be able to look at the sky. The other kids will laugh and make fun of me. What kind of stupid dream is that? Every time that happened, I would promise myself that someday I would see the real sky. Underneath the bright light of the sun, I would take in the vast world before me. Back then, I didn't know. I had no idea that the only light I would end up chasing would be the glow of a television screen hooked up to a gaming console. I wanted to see the world in all of its majesty. I ended up becoming petrified of it. I thought I would become the protagonist of the story. It turned out to be barely a footnote. How could I have known? But you know, a friend of mine always reached out to me saying, "You are a shining star." that it was not fitting for me to be cooped up in a dark room. No matter what I was afraid of right now, she told me you can certainly overcome it with your strength. As Trony looks into Maiden's eyes, I see an entire landscape in Trony's own eyes, one unlike anything which I have ever seen before. In Trony's mind, a deafening roar can be heard, and the entire area becomes bathed in red. An endless sea of accusatory eyes stares at Trony, questioning if she's really a hero. After discovering the truth behind the Ark's power source, after feeling the stares of others boring a hole into her wherever she went, Trony now has the confidence to stand tall and declare with confidence, I'm not that kind of hero, and I don't want to be. If being a hero means I'm unable to help those who helped me when I needed it most, then I'd rather not be one at all. A true hero doesn't live according to the expectations of others, but act according to their own principles. So Maiden, I'm asking you for a favor. Step aside and let us go to Elig. After hearing Trony's story, Maiden begins to tremble. I knew it from the very beginning. I knew there was no way either of you could have intended the Ark any harm. And yet, even though I was positive neither of you were irregulars, still Trony slowly inches towards Maiden and gingerly places her hand on her shoulder. I'm sorry, I just can't stand seeing you cry. Maiden mumbles something to Trony as she continues to pat her shoulder. Elig is inside there. She's trapped in there and she's trying to take all the blame. Go and help her. I will. Go then, she's waiting for you. Thank you. Trony nods at Maiden before running towards the room at the end of the hallway. Maiden watches her for a while, then staggers over to us. I know I don't deserve any of your mercy, but is there any chance? It's okay, Maiden. I'll make sure you have a home to come back to. You're always welcome. Are you sure? Of course. If you didn't come back, Exia would be super pissed. You all have still got a raid to finish. That's right. Plus, you and Elig still have a score to settle with Iron Punch. You're right. Don't worry about me, Commander. Go to Elig. I won't stand in your way, nor will anyone else. I'll see to that. Maiden brushes by me and heads outside into the other hallway. Are we gonna get to see her again? I think we will. Come on, let's go see how the story ends. The Extrinsic Squad. A group of Nikkes that was created to suppress or eliminate any Nikkes who become irregulars. A squad whose very existence is shrouded in mystery. Due to all of these cloak and dagger measures, Maiden has never felt a sense of belonging. Maiden has always yearned for a sense of belonging. To find a place where she can make friends and embrace her true self. That's the reason why she was able to open her heart to Exia, Elig, and Trony. Maiden shakes her head with distress and pulls out her phone. Boss, it's Maiden. I'm sorry. Mission has failed. Bow tie. Boom, boom, boom.
また勝ってしまった。なるべく組織の目につかないようにしたかったのだが。
Trony runs through the hallway. With each step she takes, the corridor turns a brighter shade of red, until the entire passage is bathed in crimson. An all-consuming red light emanates from the Ark's power source. Endless stacks of bodies block Trony's path. Fear grips her. But she does not stop. She cannot. If she were to stop now, the greatest horror of all would come to pass. She would be left without Elig. Trony shakes her head vigorously, dispelling the horrific hallucination. The hallway returns to what it is. No, she cannot stop. Not after all that Elig has done for her. Not after she brought Trony out of the morass of fear which once imprisoned her. Trony swings open the door and reaches out her hand. Elig, I'm here. Trony. Why? Why did you come here? I wanted to give you this. The gamepad is a bit worse for wear. What the? Did I spoil it on my way here? Forget about that. That's not important. You can't be here right now. It might not be too late. You need to know. This is what's most important to me. Letting you know my true feelings is what matters most. Trony. Aren't you afraid of what will happen to us both? There are people out there who want to keep the truth about the power source hidden. They'll hunt us down and show us no mercy. We could disappear without a trace at any moment. I remember something you once told me. You said that no matter what fear grips me now, I'll be able to overcome them. No matter how much time it takes. Be it months, even years, I will absolutely, positively be able to overcome them. Doesn't matter if I'm scared, because I know that it will pass. So take my hand, Elig. A voice that used to lead Elig out of the room when she was young, once again extends her hand, and Elig grabs it with a smile. Elig? Yeah? I'm glad to have you with me. Yeah, me too. I'm glad we're back together. I'm glad she was able to say her piece. Oh yes, absolutely. Isn't friendship a wonderful thing? Ether? What are you doing here? I'm the supervisor, aren't I? Why shouldn't I be here? Supervisor? What do you mean? Didn't I tell you? Someone high up on MMR ordered all members of Electric Shock be arrested. And you're the one who received that order? Correct. Even so, you have nothing to worry about. I have no intention of interfering with those two. Why not? They've shown us that they have potential, and for that, they should be rewarded. With that being said, how about we make a deal? You stand to lose nothing. If you play along, I'll make the following report to MMR when I get back. Elig and Trony's memories were successfully wiped, and I will personally see to it that neither of them will uncover the truth behind the Ark's power source again. If they ask why one of them wasn't disposed of, I have an ace up my sleeve for that, so worry not. So what do you say, number 7? Are you interested? If I agree to this deal, what's the catch? Simple. Offer support to both Elig and Trony, so that they can continue to uncover further secrets behind the Ark's operation. Be a guardian angel for them both. What's your end game here? Me? I merely want to see what Nikkes are capable of. How far a Nikke will go while knowingly disobeying orders. I want to know more about their potential. I'll take your silence as a yes. Very well, I'll go and give the report to the higher-ups. Don't forget your end of the deal. It won't be easy. Another interloper is also keeping tabs on Elig and Trony. Not that it's anything to fret excessively over. I'm simply saying you'll have to put in some effort. Oh, and tell the two of them I have high hopes for them, and what they'll accomplish in the future. Ether. Otsukaresama. I really do hope they make the Black Ark Ranger a recruitable unit someday. That'd be pretty cool. Cool. This is a different boss. Scarf. Oh. Whoa. Do you see that, Elig? Yeah, I see it. Up on the surface, Trony and Elig are looking up at the sky. It's so high up. And so infinite. It's totally different from the Dome of Eternity. That must be why the Black Archranger said what she did about the sky. Every time I glance at such infinity, I realize that the surface, enigmatic and perilous as it may be, is also full of unfathomable beauty. The reason why we've conquered our fear, why we've been fighting all this time, has been right here beside us all along. There's a reason why certain lines end up becoming famous. Yeah, I guess so. It's breathtaking. Trony, it's time we say goodbye. Thank you for coming for me, even though it was dangerous. Be careful on your way back. You too. It's like the commander said. We have to act like our memories have been wiped. It's the only way we'll be able to avoid going through all this again. I know. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye out for any suspicious Nikkes while I'm in the crystalline area. I know, but still, I worry about you. Not too worried. If anything dangerous happens, you and the commander will come rescue me. In fact, I'm excited. We finally might be able to find a new power source. I know. I really hope you find it. As for the Ark, I'll leave that in your capable hands. Alright, I'll keep my eyes peeled and make sure the power source doesn't go haywire. Wee. Also, I'll let you know if Maiden gets in touch. Okay. I'll be back. As Trony waves goodbye to Eleg, she murmurs to herself. Never retreat, never surrender. So yeah, Eleg goes to the crystalline area, and that's where we meet up with her, Hammering, and the others when we go explore that in the main campaign. Keep your head held high, and look towards the sky to see what you're fighting for. What we're all fighting for. If you do that, you'll be able to overcome any fear. Dark Hero, end. Wasn't there like some other event that... I thought there was another event that shed light on what happened to Maiden after it. Good lord. Let's see. I thought there was. Play more beautiful shot. Juvenile Days colorless. Jinx player. Life again. Secret Garden? No. Maybe there wasn't. Well, maybe it was just Ice Dragon Saga. Oh well. Well, that is Dark Hero. D.ark Hero. Sequel and follow-up event to the Boomsday event we did last week. And there's a sequel follow-up event to this event, the Ice Dragon Saga. But like I said, that was winter 2024, so that's not going to be back up for like 10 more months on the archive. Next winter, it'll be back up, so we'll get around to doing that again on in winter. Man. Oh, text messages. That's photosynthesis. Photosynthesize. Hex, Trony, Eleg, Maiden, Exia. That should be everyone. I'll be making raid announcement in here, so keep your eyes peeled. Let's photosynthesize? What's with the group name? Last time when Exia and Trony created a group chat, our attempts at photosynthesis didn't go so well. So I thought using this name for a group chat would give us some extra motivation to give it another try. Huh? Is that why? Then count me out. Me too. Yeah, I'm not into it either. Oh, come on, guys. Don't you think you're overacting just a tad? Eleg, is there a window near you? Yeah, why? Is there sunlight coming in? Yeah. There you go. That's enough of your precious photosynthesis. Yeah, what she said. I knew there was a reason you're the leader, Exia. Mr. Commander, what do you have to say about all this? I wish you the best, Alec. What? Alright. As the leader, I'm officially calling for a meeting. Everyone, gather around. Here. Where's Trony? It says the message has been read. Here. There you are. So what was it you wanted to tell us, Exia? If you don't know, memorize this text. This document includes... Memorize this.txt. This document includes summaries of the strategies for phases 1 to 3. I want you all to commit it to memory before the next raid. Okay, I'll try and memorize as much as possible. I have full faith in you, Maiden. Yeah, we know we can always count on you. Thanks, guys. Hey, how about me? How did I do? You did fine, just stop trying to insult Boom all the time. Okay, I'll try. For a while, there are no further messages from anyone. Trony has left the group. Eh? Alec has invited Trony to the group. Trony, what happened? Nobody was sending any messages, so I thought I was in the wrong group chat. Seriously? Anyway, you were going to say something before. Oh, right. I'll try my best. Spoken like a doe-eyed newbie. It's enough to make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So, when is the next raid? How's everyone's schedule looking next week? I don't have anything going on. Me neither. I'm free as well. Shall we say this time next week then? Sounds like a plan. Right, I nearly forgot. Maiden, why did the boss call you? Sorry, I gotta go. Guillotine just arrived. Please pray for me that nothing goes wrong. It's probably nothing. See y'all next week. Commander. Yeah? You want to catch a movie tomorrow? We got 2 tickets to Black Ark Ranger movie premiere. Sure. Great. But I've got a question. What is it? Why are you using Trony's account, Elig? Huh? How did you... There are no messages for a while. Sorry. Elig snatched away my phone. Trony wanted me to help her ask if you want to catch a movie. I see. Trony sure doesn't waste time getting what she wants. You do realize this is a group chat, don't you? Trony has left the group. Did she leave again? Exia has invited Trony to join the group. So you're free tomorrow, Mr. Commander? Sure, what do you want to meet? Is the square okay? Okay. Such honesty. I like it. Commander, in case you were worried about me, I'm just letting you know that I did get chewed out by Ingrid, but it wasn't all that bad. Since Guillotine got an earful along with me, Ingrid was upset with her that she didn't intervene. Don't know when I'll see you again, but if I ever do come back, we'll be sure to clear the last phase of that raid. Goodbye. It's okay. Maiden is okay. She is A-okay. As you've already seen from the Ice Dragon saga anyways.